Hearing is beneficial to a son who willingly hears. For when what is heard takes root in the hearer, he who has heard will become one worthy himself of being heard. It is good to hear, and it is good to speak, but he who can hear possesses what is advantageous. Hearing is beneficial to the hearer. Hearing is better than everything, for through it, good affection comes into being. In contemporary society, the word fiend is often associated with addiction, particularly to narcotics. However, humans are becoming fiends not solely due to substance abuse, but also because of overstimulation and dependency on artificial dopamine triggers. From social media to instant gratification, humans are becoming enslaved by their desires and cravings, fundamentally altering human psychology and behavior. This presentation will explore the concepts of fiending beyond drugs, focusing on the roles of dopamine, social conditioning, technology, and consumerism in creating a culture of addiction. Dopamine often refers to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. It is central to motivation, reward, and pleasure. While it is essential for survival and drives behaviors such as eating and procreation, modern society has found ways to hijack this system. Social media notifications, fast food, and digital entertainment provide quick and easy sources of dopamine, reinforcing compulsive behavior. The more these stimuli are indulged in, the more the brain craves them, creating a vicious cycle of dependency and diminishing returns. Each hit of dopamine, whether from a notification or a sugary snack, provides less satisfaction over time, compelling individuals to seek out even more intense stimuli to achieve the same effect. This escalation perpetuates the cycle, making it increasingly difficult to break free without conscious effort and intervention. Social media platforms are designed to exploit the brain's reward system. Features such as likes, comments, and instant messaging provide continuous reinforcement, creating an environment where individuals feel compelled to check their devices obsessively. Algorithms are fine-tuned to maximize engagement, keeping users hooked through targeted content, endless scrolling, and unpredictable rewards parallel to gambling mechanics. You see, over time, this behavior leads to diminished attention spans, decreased real-life social engagements, and a resilience on external validation for self-worth. The neurological impact extends to increased anxiety, reduced self-esteem, and difficulties in forming deep, meaningful relationships. The modern human is now a fiend for digital approval, often prioritizing online presence over real-world connections. Consumerism feeds into the fiending mindset by promoting the idea that happiness can be purchased. Advertising exploits psychological vulnerabilities, making individuals believe they need the newest phone, clothing, or gadget to be satisfied. The dopamine hit from making a new purchase is short-lived, pushing individuals into a cycle of excessive consumption and dissatisfaction. This addiction to material wealth fosters anxiety and perpetuates financial instability. The initiation of fast, easily consumable entertainment such as TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and binge-watching TV shows has conditioned individuals to expect instant gratification. The patience required for activities such as reading, deep conversation, or learning new skills has diminished. The neurological impact of constantly seeking quick entertainment rewires the brain to expect rapid reward, leading to decreased resilience when faced with tasks requiring sustained effort. As attention spans shrink, so does the ability to engage in meaningful work and relationships. This resilience on high-speed entertainment contributes to mental fatigue and an aversion to boredom, which is crucial for fostering creativity and problem-solving skills. When individuals constantly seek instant gratification, their tolerance for delayed rewards diminishes, making perseverance in long-term goals more difficult. Excessive exposure to rapid entertainment formats can lead to cognitive overload, reducing an individual's ability to focus deeply on tasks requiring sustained attention. This not only affects personal productivity, but also impacts interpersonal relationships, as meaningful connections often require patience and thoughtful communication. The result is a society fiending for constant stimulation, losing the ability to engage in deep thinking, reflection, and the nuanced richness of slower-paced activities, essential for intellectual and emotional growth. Here's an example we can use for our children. Imagine if you had a bowl of candy and you ate one piece every minute. At first, it tastes great and makes you happy. But if you keep eating more and more, you start to feel sick, and the candy doesn't taste as good anymore. The same thing happens with entertainment. If we always watch shorts, exciting videos, and never do things that take time and effort, our brains forget how to enjoy slower, deeper activities like reading a book or playing outside. Just like eating too much candy isn't good for your body, too much fast entertainment isn't good for your brain. Junk food is engineered to provide maximum pleasure with minimal effort, contributing to feeding behavior. High levels of sugar, fat, and salt overstimulates the brain's reward system, making natural, nutritious food seem unappealing in comparison. The fast food industry capitalizes on these dependencies, using aggressive marketing tactics, convenience, and low prices to ensure continuous consumption. Much like drug dealers, fast food chains create a cycle of addiction by designing products that produce momentary pleasures but lead to long-term harm. Just as narcotic substances hijack the brain's reward system, junk food manipulates cravings, making individuals feel withdrawal-like symptoms when deprived of highly processed meals. This mirrors the tactics used in drug distribution, where the product is made easily accessible, affordable, and difficult to resist, fostering an entire population hooked on unhealthy foods. The result is widespread obesity, diabetes, and other health issues, further cementing the parallel between junk food dependency and substance addiction. Another major aspect of fiending is the widespread consumption of pornography, which overstimulates the brain's reward system and desensitizes individuals to real-world intimacy. Studies have shown that excessive pornography consumption can lead to decreased libido, unrealistic expectations, and difficulty forming genuine connections. The instant gratification provided by pornography fosters an unhealthy resilience on artificial stimulation, weakening the ability to experience true intimacy and emotional fulfillment. This topic can be very controversial, especially in an era that glorifies hustle culture. Many individuals become fiends for productivity. The pressure to constantly be busy, Making money and advance professionally leads to burnout and mental exhaustion. The dopamine rush associated with achieving goals becomes a crutch, making it difficult for individuals to relax or engage in leisure activities without guilt. This addiction to productivity often results in strained relationships and declining mental health. Excessive work commitments often lead to the neglect of family and household responsibilities. Parents consumed by their careers may struggle to provide emotional support for their children, leading to feelings of detachment and resentment within the household. Marriages suffer as well, with partners feeling neglected and communication breaking down over time. This prioritization of work over family dynamics weakens the fundamental emotional bonds that sustain a healthy home life, perpetuating cycles of loneliness and emotional distance within the families. Video games offer a compelling form of escapism, providing an alternative reality where individuals can achieve goals, socialize, and experience excitement. While gaming can be a healthy hobby, excessive gaming leads to addiction-like behavior where individuals neglect real-world responsibilities in favor of digital accomplishments. The constant reward system embedded in games manipulate dopamine levels, making it difficult for players to find fulfillment in mundane daily tasks. This addiction can negatively affect academic performance, work productivity, and even relationships, as individuals may prioritize gaming over face-to-face interactions. Excessive gaming can contribute to physical health issues such as sleep deprivation, poor posture, and an inactive lifestyle, increasing the risk of obesity and cardiovascular disease. When individuals become dependent on artificial dopamine sources, their ability to experience natural joy diminishes. Depression, anxiety, and apathy becomes common side effects of overstimulation. The brain becomes desensitized, requiring more intense stimulation to achieve the same level of pleasure. This results in a collective psychological decline, where people feel disconnected, dissatisfied, and unable to find meaning in life. As individuals seek out more extreme stimuli to recapture past pleasure, they begin to lose the ability to engage in simple, naturally rewarding experiences. Activities that once brought joy, such as spending time with loved ones, enjoying nature, or engaging in creative hobbies, becomes less appealing. This leads to a reliance on external and often artificial sources of stimulation, such as social media, fast entertainment, or even consumerist behaviors, exhiberating feelings of emptiness and frustration. You see, over time, this pattern of overstimulation and diminishing returns fosters a sense of hopelessness. People may begin to struggle with motivation, finding it difficult to pursue long-term goals or even complete basic daily tasks. This psychological state not only affects personal well-being, but also has wider social implications, contributing to increased rates of mental health disorders, social isolation, and a weakening of communal bonds. While modern society promotes fiending behaviors, it is possible to break free from these compulsions. Strategies such as digital detoxing, mindfulness, and moderation can help rewire the brain to seek fulfillment from natural sources. Engaging in deep relationships, meaningful work, and physical activity can restore balance to the dopamine system. By recognizing and addressing fiending tendencies, individuals can regain control over their lives and rediscover genuine happiness. You see, in dopamine deficiency, the first major hurdle of withdrawal is the sudden drop in dopamine levels. Without the constant influx of high stimulation activities, individuals may experience mood swings, irritability, and emotional instability. You see, the brain, deprived of its unusual reward system, struggles to find balance, leading to episodes of sadness, frustration, and apathy. Similar to substance addiction, withdrawing from feeding behaviors often leads to overwhelming cravings. These cravings arrive when the brain seeks out the familiar sources of dopamine it was accustomed to, making relapse a significant risk. Everyday triggers such as seeing a smartphone notification, smelling fast food, or encountering gaming advertisement can reignite the desire to re-engage in unhealthy habits. One of the biggest struggles in withdrawal is the perceived sense of boredom. You see, individuals may find that activities they once enjoyed, such as reading, exercising, or socializing, feel underwhelming in comparison to the intense stimulation they are used to. This period of adjustment can lead to an existential crisis where individuals question whether they will ever find joy, especially in normal activities again. Many individuals experience heightened anxiety when attempting to withdraw from feeding behaviors. You see, this restlessness stems from the brain's craving for stimulation and the fear of missing out. The constant need to check social media, watch short-form videos, or binge on digital content can lead to severe withdrawal symptoms such as nervous energy, difficulty focusing, and panic attacks. The absence of instant gratification can lead to depressive symptoms. Individuals withdrawing from feeding behaviors may feel empty and unmotivated. Since they have conditioned themselves to seek happiness in artificial dopamine sources, they may struggle to find meaning in daily life, leading to feelings of despair and low self-worth. Individuals may realize they have distanced themselves from family and friends, leading to loneliness and social awkwardness. Rebuilding these relationships requires effort and patience, which can be difficult for someone struggling with withdrawal symptoms. A disturbed dopamine system often leads to sleep issues. People who withdraw from feeding behaviors might experience insomnia, irregular sleep patterns, or difficulties staying asleep. Without the artificial highs that previously controlled their circadian rhythm, their bodies struggle to regulate energy levels, leading to exhaustion and lack of motivation. You see, without their usual coping mechanisms, individuals undergoing withdrawal may find themselves overwhelmed by stress. Whether it's work pressures, academic challenges, or interpersonal conflicts, the absence of quick dopamine fixes leaves them feeling unequipped to manage stress effectively. This can lead to avoidance behavior, procrastination, or even emotional outbursts. Many individuals experience cognitive withdrawal symptoms such as brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and memory problems. This happens because the brain needs time to adjust to a lower level of dopamine stimulation. Without the constant hits of excitement, mundane tasks feel unbearable, leading to decreased productivity and motivation. As neural pathways readjust, individuals may also experience difficulties in processing complex thoughts, retaining information, or engaging in deep focus for extended periods. This cognitive impairment can contribute to frustration, and self-doubt, making it even more challenging to resist through withdrawal. You see, over time, the brain gradually rebuilds its capacity for sustained attention and mental clarity, allowing individuals to regain their ability to think critically and function effectively without dependence on artificial stimulation. People who have spent years engaged in feeding behaviors may struggle with identity issues during withdrawal. They may question who they are without their habits, leading to self-doubt and confusion. This is particularly common in individuals withdrawing from workaholism, as they may feel lost without constant productivity. The sudden absence of their usual activities can create an external crisis, as their self-worth was often tied to their engagement in these behaviors. This struggle can lead to emotional distress, feelings of lack, and even depression as they navigate a world where they must redefine their sense of purpose. To overcome this, individuals must engage in self-reflection, seek out new meaningful activities, and build a support system that encourages them to develop a healthier and more balanced sense of identity. The frustration of withdrawal often manifests as increased irritability. Individuals may become more reactive, snapping at loved ones or feeling impatient with small inconveniences. This heightened sensitivity is a symptom of the brain adjusting to a new, less stimulating reality. Additionally, stress levels may spike as individuals struggle to cope with the absence of their usual dopamine sources, leading to feelings of frustration and agitation. Many people undergoing withdrawal also experience a sense of emotional rawness, where even minor setbacks feel overwhelming. Without the instant gratification they were accustomed to, they may have difficulty regulating their emotions, making interactions with others more challenging. Over time, however, with conscious effort and support, individuals can learn healthier coping mechanisms and rebuild emotional resilience. Many individuals who go through withdrawal reflect on how much time they wasted engaging in their feeding behaviors. You see, this realization can bring feelings of guilt, regret, and even self-loathing. It is important for them to acknowledge their past behaviors without dwelling on the negative emotions that come with it. Instead, they should use this reflection as motivation for personal growth and future improvement. Recognizing the past as a learning experience rather than a burden can help individuals move forward with a more positive mindset. This newfound awareness can inspire individuals to adopt healthier habits and engage in meaningful activities that contribute to their overall well-being. Redirecting their focus toward personal development, reconnecting with loved ones, and setting new goals can provide a sense of fulfillment that was previously lacking. By embracing a mindset of self-compassion and gradual progress, they can break free from the cycles of guilt and create a more balanced and fulfilling life. As the brain adjusts, individuals may find themselves hypersensitive to external stimuli such as noise, bright lights, and crowded places. The overstimulation they were used to has left their nervous system overly reactive, making it difficult to feel comfortable in everyday settings. Many people rely on feeding behaviors as coping mechanisms for underlying issues such as stress, trauma, or loneliness. Withdrawal forces individuals to confront these issues without their usual crutch, which can be overwhelming and emotionally painful. Without the artificial dopamine sources they once depend on, individuals may experience a surge of unresolved emotions, including sadness, frustration, and anxiety. The absence of distractions can bring buried trauma to the surface, making it imperative to develop healthier coping strategies such as therapy, mindfulness, and engaging in meaningful social interactions. Those going through withdrawals may feel a sense of emptiness as they struggle to find fulfilling replacements for the habits that once provided them comfort. Learning to embrace discomfort and gradually build resilience is crucial for navigating this challenging transition successfully. The human mind is a remarkably adaptive and resilient force, capable of immense change when necessary. In a world that increasingly fosters dependency on artificial dopamine triggers, individuals struggling with fiend-like symptoms often feel trapped in cycles of overstimulation. However, the mind has the incredible ability to rewire itself, heal, and form new habits that restore balance and well-being. One of the most profound qualities of the human brain is neuroplasticity, the ability to form and recognize synaptic connections, particularly in response to learning or experience. When an individual makes the conscious decision to break free from fiending behaviors, the brain begins to rewire itself, forming new pathways that prioritize healthier habits. Over time, these changes become reinforced, allowing for sustainable long-term transformations. Overcoming fiending behaviors requires discipline, which is a skill that strengthens with practice. Initially, resisting temptation and delaying gratification can feel nearly impossible. However, the more individuals practice self-control, the easier it becomes. You see, the brain adjusts to the new normal, making it possible to resist immediate pleasure in favor of long-term rewards. Mindfulness is an essential tool in rewiring the brain away from artificial stimulation. By practicing mindfulness techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, and conscious awareness, individuals gain the ability to observe their impulses without acting on them. This heightened awareness helps in resisting urges and finding fulfillment in the present moment rather than seeking external validation or instant pleasure. One of the most significant hurdles in overcoming fiending behaviors is learning to value delayed gratification. You see, the mind, accustomed to instant rewards, must be trained to appreciate long-term achievements. By setting goals and celebrating small victories, individuals can reshape their expectations and derive satisfaction from persistence rather than instant success. Replacing unhealthy habits with positive routines is key to sustained recovery. Exercise, reading, and deep conversations and creative pursuits stimulate the brain naturally, providing a sense of fulfillment without artificial dopamine spikes. The more these habits are reinforced, the more they become second nature, creating a self-sustaining cycle of growth and well-being. Social interactions play a crucial role in overcoming fiending behaviors. Genuine human connection fosters emotional stability and provides a natural source of happiness. As individuals detach from artificial stimulation and prioritize meaningful relationships, they experience deeper satisfaction and a stronger sense of belonging. The overstimulation from fiending behaviors often makes ordinary activities feel dull. However, with time, the mind readjusts to appreciate the simple pleasures of life. Watching a sunset, enjoying a home-cooked meal, or having a heartfelt conversation can provide deep and lasting joy without the need for excessive stimulation. Withdrawal symptoms can be overwhelming, but the brain's resilience allows individuals to endure and adapt. As the mind stabilizes, cravings decrease and the ability to experience natural pleasure returns. By recognizing that discomfort is temporary, individuals can push through difficult moments and emerge stronger on the other side. Fiending behaviors often lead to cognitive fog and short attention spans. Once individuals remove excessive stimulation, their ability to concentrate improves. The brain becomes more adept at deep thinking, problem solving, and sustained focus, leading to increased productivity and mental clarity. By consciously regulating dopamine levels through intentional activities, individuals can maintain a balanced and stable mental state. Avoiding excessive artificial stimulation and seeking fulfillment in productive endeavors allows for a sustainable sense of happiness and motivation. The journey of overcoming fiend-like symptoms is a testament to the mind's extraordinary ability to adapt and heal. Through neuroplasticity, discipline, mindfulness, and self-awareness, individuals can break free from unhealthy dependencies and rediscover the beauty of natural fulfillment. By embracing patience, developing resilience, and fostering meaningful connections, the mind regains its ability to experience true happiness, proving that transformation is always within reach. Success is often attributed to talent, intelligence, and luck. While these factors can play a role, the most significant and reliable determining factor of success are consistency and discipline. These two qualities form the foundation for achieving long-term goals, overcoming obstacles, and improving personal and professional life. They are the unsung heroes of greatness, quietly shaping individuals into accomplished, respected, and fulfilled beings. Consistency is the ability to maintain a particular standard of performance over time. It involves repeating positive habits and actions until they become second nature. You see, success is rarely the result of a single grand gesture. Rather, it is built through small, persistent efforts. Consider the example of a professional athlete. They do not achieve excellence overnight. Instead, they train daily, follow strict routines, and improve incrementally. Their consistency in training ensures their long-term success. Consistency builds trust and credibility. In professional settings, employees who consistently deliver quality work are more likely to earn promotions and opportunities. In relationships, consistency in communication and effort fosters trust and deepens bonds. Whether in personal development, career advancement, or skill mastery, consistency provides the stability needed for growth and achievement. Discipline, on the other hand, is the ability to control one's impulses, emotions, and behaviors to align with long-term objectives. It requires a strong sense of self-regulation and commitment. Unlike motivation, which is often fleeting, discipline keeps individuals on track even when they lack enthusiasm or energy. Discipline enables people to resist short-term temptations in favor of long-term rewards. For instance, a student preparing for an important exam may prefer to watch television instead of studying. However, discipline allows them to prioritize their studies, knowing that the reward of the good grades and future career prospects outweighs the momentary pleasure of entertainment. Individuals pursuing a fitness goal must adhere to their diet and exercise regimen, despite cravings and fatigue. Discipline fosters resilience. Life is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. Without discipline, failures can easily discourage and derail progress. However, disciplined individuals push through adversity, learn from their mistakes, and continue striving toward their goals. While consistency and discipline are powerful individually, their true strength lies in their synergy. You see, discipline initiates action, while consistency sustains it. Discipline forces an individual to start a healthy habit, such as exercising or reading daily, while consistency ensures that the habit becomes a permanent lifestyle. For example, an entrepreneur starting a business needs the discipline to work long hours, make sacrifices, and persevere through challenges. At the same time, they must maintain consistency in delivering quality services, engaging with clients, and improving their products. Without consistency, their efforts will lack continuity. Without discipline, they may give up in the face of obstacles. The power of consistency and discipline cannot be overstated. They are the bedrock of success in all aspects of life, from career aspirations and personal growth to health and relationships. While talent and intelligence may provide an initial advantage, it is consistency and discipline that sustains progress and lead to long-term achievement. These two embrace these qualities will find themselves better equipped to overcome challenges, reach their potential, and create meaningful, lasting success. In the digital age, the preference for video content over reading has become increasingly prevalent. With the rise of platforms like YouTube, Netflix, and TikTok, people are consuming more video-based information than ever before. The shift from text to visual media is not just a trend, but is deeply rooted in cognitive science, human psychology, and neurological processing. One primary reason watching a video is easier than reading is that videos reduce cognitive load. You see, cognitive load theory proposed by John Sweller in 1988 suggests that people learn more efficiently when information is presented in a way that minimizes the effort required to process it. Videos often integrate multiple forms of communication, including visuals, spoken words, and background music, which helps convey meaning more effortlessly. In contrast, reading requires an individual to decode text, interpret meaning, and create mental images, all of which require significant cognitive effort. According to a study conducted by Meyer and Marino, multimedia learning, where words and pictures are presented together, enhance comprehension and retention. Their research found that individuals who watched an explanatory video about a scientific concept retained more information compared to those who read a text-based explanation of the same concept. The combination of auditory and visual stimuli in videos aligns with how the human brain processes information most efficiently. Human beings are inherently visual learners. The brain processes images 60,000 times faster than text. When watching a video, the brain does not need to exert as much effort to decode symbols and create mental imagery, because the imagery is already provided. Videos also stimulate both the visual and auditory senses simultaneously, making comprehension and retention easier. Videos often use elements such as facial expressions, tone of voice, and gestures to convey emotions and meaning, elements that are absent in plain text. According to a study by Maribran in 1971, 93% of communication is nonverbal, meaning that much of our understanding comes from tone and body language. This advantage makes videos a more intuitive and engaging medium for most individuals. Attention span is another critical factor influencing the preference for video over text. Research by Microsoft found that the average human attention span has decreased to about 8 seconds due to digital consumption. Videos cater to this shortened attention span by delivering information quickly and concisely. Most video content, especially on social media, is designed to engage viewers immediately with dynamic visuals and sound. whereas reading requires sustained focus and mental effort over an extended period. Also, a study published in the Journal of Educational Psychology in 2012 found that students who watched educational videos performed better in recall tests than those who read the same material. This suggests that the retention of information is higher than learning through videos, likely because of the dual coding theory proposed by Pavivio in 1986. This theory states that information is better retained when it is presented both visually and verbally, as seen in the video content. Videos are also more emotionally engaging than text. A well-crafted video can elicit emotions through storytelling, music, and visual effects. When people feel emotionally connected to the content they consume, they are more likely to stay engaged and retain the information presented. For instance, in advertisement and educational videos often use emotional appeal to make their messages more impactful. On the other hand, reading requires an individual to actively create emotional connections through imagination and cognitive effort. This can be a barrier for some people, particularly those who struggle with reading comprehension or have learning disabilities such as dyslexia. For such individuals, video content provides a more accessible and enjoyable learning experience. While reading remains a fundamental skill necessary for deep learning and critical thinking, watching videos is often easier due to reduced cognitive load, visual and auditory engagement, shortened attention spans, and increased emotional connection. Scientific studies have demonstrated that video-based learning improves comprehension, retention, and motivation compared to traditional text-based methods. As technology continues to evolve, video content is likely to become an even more dominant medium for information consumption. However, a balance between reading and video consumption is essential to develop both critical thinking and visual learning skills in the modern digital world. If you are to be among leaders in charge of the guidance of the many, search thyself for every flaw thoroughly until there exists in your compartment no fault. Greatest Ma'at, and ever at the ready. Wait a second. Am I a fiend?